Eastern Cape, in Gqeberha to be specific. And what a fantastic, fantastic morning. The atmosphere here, I have to tell you, is so beautiful. There are ladies playing netball all over the place. You've got so many people that are gathering here, getting into the vibe of the Netball World Cup. And we're just days away, everyone. We're just days away from when that first ball is going to be thrown for the first time on African soil. And it's absolutely fantastic. So obviously what's happening is that the World Cup is embarking on a tour around the entire country. And we're here following it in the Eastern Cape. And that's what we're doing here. So let's put her out. I'm assuming it's a her because she's so beautiful. Cecilia is going to take it out for us of the box. There's so much protocol that goes with it. Cecilia Molokwane, of course, is Netball South Africa's president, who is putting on those white gloves and getting ready to take it out the box and display it. So this has been around the country. I'm not quite sure. I'll get all of the details about how many, Deputy Minister, how many provinces have you been to so far with it?
We've been to 8. This is the 8th one now.
8th one, okay.
Heading over to the last one.
And that's the Western Cape.
Yes, that's
well, there you go.
Cape.
So there is that beautiful trophy. This is the second last province that it's visiting, and then of course it will go to the Western Cape, where the World Cup is going to be taking place. And what a beautiful trophy it is, Cecilia. I mean, I was asking you a little bit about the makeup of it. So it's pure silver, glass, which is basically the globe, and this is currently owned by New Zealand.
It is, and it's owned by New Zealand. They're the world champion. They won it in 2019, and we still yet to win it, and we are going to win it on the 6th of August. We should. It's Women's Month in South Africa.
Exactly.
On that month.
Yeah.
And it will be 3 days before Women's Month on the 6th of August. So it will be a very good thing for us as women to celebrate winning this first time in 60 years on the continent, and first time coming to South Africa, and the girls winning it. You know, it was done in 1996. It was done in 1995. Why can't we repeat the history?
Absolutely, and we need it now more than ever, which I think is going to be absolutely incredible. So this trophy, as we say, owned by New Zealand because they won it when they played in the World Cup last time. That was where South Africa came fourth. So you have to wear gloves, you're not allowed to touch it. There's a whole bunch of protocol. I think you know how the protocol works with the FIFA World Cup trophy, and this is very much so the same. So it is a great privilege to be sitting next to it and having it in our presence. So this is my panel of guests. We're going to have a bit of a conversation in the lead up to the World Cup, which is beginning shortly. And now, as I say, we're in the Eastern Cape, and we've got with us the Eastern Cape MEC for Sports, Recreation and Arts and Culture, Nqeba Kontisiwe. MEC, so nice to be here. And what's it like for you having the World Cup Trophy tour here in your province now?
Good morning to you, Leanne. Good morning to the viewers. We are very excited as the province of the Eastern Cape. It's amazing to have the trophy here. The excitement out there is just amazing. People are we have received it with warm hands, and with the excitement that is created, we are very happy. We hope that it's not going to leave South Africa.
We hope so too. It suits us. It does. It suits us. But in terms of what it's done for the province, because I've witnessed just here this morning the young girls that are out and about in this beautiful facility, I have to say, that's been it's been around for a while, but it's looking great through a lot of partnerships with corporates, the lottery, all of these people working together to make sure communities have somewhere to gather and play. But what have people been feeling as soon as it goes to the different areas in the province? What has it been like?
It was just amazing. You know, we started in Jogqabi. From Northern Cape, we started in Jogqabi District Municipality. It was cold, very cold, and it was snowing. But people were out there, excited, wanted to see the trophy, they feel it. We went through the different districts of the Eastern Cape, from Jogqabi to Krisani, from Krisani to Alfred Nzo, OR Tambo, Buffalo City, Sarabatmani, Amatole District Municipality, and all of them. And now we're here. This is the last district municipality or metro that we're visiting as the province. We have crisscrossed it. Within those 5 days, we have managed to crisscross all of this because we decided to fuse 2 districts into 1 day so that we make sure that this trophy touches each and every part of the province of the Eastern Cape through their districts. So the the excitement that is there and the positiveness, you know, the encouragement for the young girls to play netball, it's amazing. We are very excited, and we feel very much happy, and we enjoyed the trophy tour.
Yeah.
We really are enjoying it, and we have benefits because where we held this, where the trophy went, there were also coaching clinics for netball, so that those young ones they know exactly what it means to play netball and those rules and regulations.
Fantastic.
We also handed over some goodies as the department.
Great.
You know, the sports attires, equipment, and everything.
That
to
is
the
so
clubs,
good.
hubs, and the league.
So the trophy comes with lots of fun around that. Deputy Minister, this has been, for you, it's been quite a journey, and a beautiful journey at that, because as you say, we're starting to get to the climax. 28th of July, it's happening. It's a first for the continent, certainly a first for South Africa, I mean, obviously. But this has come with a great atmosphere. I mean, how have you found, firstly, the tour, and secondly, the feeling and the mood around netball? Has it changed?
Thanks so much, Leanne, and good morning to the viewers at home. Look, today is exactly 40 days that this trophy has touched the country, because it arrived in the country on the 25th of May, on the Africa Day. And it has been in 8 provinces, 5 days in every province. So that's exactly 40 days today.
Wow.
And every corner that it has been, it has ignited the people of South Africa, particularly the young women, that girl child. For me, that's the most important thing. But the other thing that for me is very nice about it is that it has actually marketed the World Cup. Now South Africans, even those that normally wouldn't know that there's a World Cup coming, now they know that we are hosting the World Cup. And I just want to take this opportunity as well, Leanne, to thank SABC, because SABC, every time they go out there, they make sure that they actually make people to know, they video this, they make this. So for me, the media, SABC and the media in general, have been great in actually making sure that people of South Africa are aware that 28th of July to the 6th of August, we are hosting the World Cup.
Indeed we are, and believe me, we are as excited as you are. The build-up has been fantastic, and I know that this is just a taste of things to come, and that's the reality. I mean, Cecilia, this is where I bring you in, because you've watched the ladies. We've got the squad. They've now finished. I mean, we were watching, and I certainly did. I watched the whole the Telkom Netball League taking place. We saw the Jaguars win that one. It was just it's been incredible watching these ladies and grow, and the excitement and people following it. And I have to be honest with you, I was never following the league before, and now I've taken such a keen interest, even though I love netball, but now I've taken this keen interest. And again, I ask you the same question in a different way that I asked the minister. The attitude towards netball, the love of the game now, have you noticed that it's gotten better? You're with it every single day, you're living it, you know it, but from the public, what's the change? What are you feeling?
You see, Leanne, this World Cup has made South Africans to understand that there's a sporting called netball, and which is played by women and by men.
Yeah.
And people didn't know that. I mean, I'm happy you're watching TNL final, and I'm happy that you saw, Leanne, we had to return 200 people and more to say you have to go back. The arena is full. And we told them to buy tickets, they didn't buy tickets. So people are now aware of netball and are saying, we want to support the girls. And the girls gave them, I mean, you saw the finals. They gave you what you must expect at the World Cup. I mean, we were like, at the first quarter, we were like, Crinums are winning. And then there came the Jaguars. They said, a wounded Jaguar is very dangerous. And I saw so that a wounded jaguar is very dangerous. And Jaguars have been winning this. Last year they didn't win it. Fireballs won it, and then this year they came back and said, we own this trophy.
Yeah.
To me, it's like the Jaguars are saying, we own this trophy. This is what we are. And the excitement of the people are saying, you know what, we are now aware of what is happening. And as the Deputy Minister has said, netball has grown in leaps and bounds. It has grown from where we started in 2017, and when you see netball now, I mean, the TNL started with 10 teams. We are now at 15 teams.
Amazing.
I mean, it's amazing at how it's growing. We have the Twiza. People don't know that we've got the Twiza Club Championships, where these clubs can play and go up to national. And these clubs, as they play, we say to them, come and let's show you how it's done at a national level. And that makes people to say, we want to play netball more. And we'll reach the places that we have never reached before. I mean, Eastern Cape was represented at Twiza by a club from Matatiela. Wow. And I was like, wow, not even from Nelson Mandela or Amatole, the districts we know. It was like from Alfred Nzo. You know, I was like, wow, this is what we want to touch, and this is what this World Cup is doing, touching places that it has never touched before. This trophy door has been amazing. I mean, people now know, and thank you to all the provinces, you know, for doing what they did. Eastern Cape is just saying, you did that, we saw it, now we want to outlast all of you. And we want to see, but they've did a great job. I've been with the people out there on the ground. I've seen how excited they are, and people want to see this first center pass. People must never make a mistake. It's not a kickoff, it's a first center pass.
That's it.
See it on the 28th of July. And I think when we play Wales,
Yes.
Leanne, that's the game that I always say to people is going to give South African hope. They must not just beat Wales, they must stress them.
I cannot wait for that game, and I love that. They must stress them. They must show that they're not here. We're not here to just welcome you. We are here to demolish you. We'll give you a warm welcome, but we're gonna show you a good game.
That's a welcome for us. We just have to thresh them. So as we say, welcome to Mzansi. So I really want to giggle and laugh the whole time, but my journalistic instinct tells me I've got to ask a couple of tough questions. And Deputy Minister, this has got to come to you. Yesterday was quite disturbing to see what we saw happening with Banyana. I know we're talking of the Proteas, but I think in general we're talking about women's sport in the country. And to see that happening, it broke my heart, and I think it broke a lot of South Africans' hearts to see, firstly, the grievances of having Banyana playing out in a stadium like that they said they were scared to play on because they may get injured, that people couldn't go out and watch them, to play against a country like Botswana, to go onto a world stage. The whole issue around money, I think, is a byproduct of all of the things that are feeling. I know there's a meeting tomorrow, but would you like to comment on this? And we'd really appreciate one.
And you know that in South Africa we took a decision that as government we must not meddle in sport as government, because federations must manage sport, and that's what we're trying to do as government. We allow you as federations to manage sport, but of course when problems arises like that what happened yesterday, then we have to come in as government. That's why we had then requested a meeting tomorrow. We had requested a meeting tomorrow, SAFA and the Players Union and us, to actually understand what exactly is happening. And I'm hoping that we will be able to get to the bottom of the story, and we will come back to you and give you the feedback. It's actually disturbing. We don't need to have those kind of stories when girls are preparing to go to the World Cup, because they should have the right mind psychologically. There shouldn't be things that actually are side shows. So we hope that we'll be able to deal with that tomorrow. We will be able to share with the media once we have had that meeting.
All right, so tomorrow is the meeting, and that's where we can get an update with them. Days away from the kickoff of the World Cup, and this is something we need to clear up. Cecilia, I come to you as well. Is there anything you would like to say? There's been a lot of accusations against you in the media of late. You haven't commented. I know you haven't commented. You've kept it very close to you, very quiet ahead of the World Cup. But there have been some serious allegations of abuse racial insinuations and things that have been made by former coaches against you, and lots of issues. Is there anything you would like to say about it now?
Leanne, for now, I'm not going to say anything. I am just going to say they are trying to shift the focus. We will make a statement at the end of the day, but our focus right now is the Spa Proteas and the World Cup. The timing was very questionable. This happened also in 2019 before the Sports Awards, the morning of the Sports Awards, where I was, I won the Administrator of the Year. So it's a repeating thing of itself. And every time when we go to the bottom of the story, it's the same people doing the same job. And it's said that it's racial now because it's white people against me. It's very racial, and it's disturbing that it's white women who were in netball who I think did nothing at the time that they were there, but they've got the guts to complain. So let me not say a lot, but say, let me say, at the right time, at the right moment, after this World Cup, I will comment. I'll answer each and every allegation with facts, of course.
But we get to the World Cup now. That's the focus of attention. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for being open, for addressing these. MEC, thank you. Enjoy the rest of it. We've still got the rest of the morning, which we're going to be having some fun with the girls there.
You know that now this tour has made Cecilia to know the country. Because she's been to every corner of the country with this tour.
And what a country, hey, Cecilia.
A beautiful country.
The best country in the world. That was my panel and my guests that were joining us here. Such a pleasure having Ngeba Kontisiwe, who's the Eastern Cape Sports, Recreation and Arts and Culture MEC. Then, of course, our Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Notkawe Mafu, and Cecilia Molokwane, who's the Netball President of South Africa. Let's go back to your Johannesburg studio. Your news at 8 with Simpiwe.